Hello, it's Coy, and welcome to the Eclectic Cottage. I'm sitting here in the art room this morning, ready to get my day started. I have something pretty special sitting on my desk. I just printed out some pages from a kit that Sylvia made. Her Etsy shop is S.A. Slow Art on Etsy. And Sylvia creates these gorgeous junk journals, and she slow stitches. She embroideries and, adds trims and buttons and beautiful things to make these gorgeous junk journal covers. And I guess she scans them and sells the kits if you want to take a look on her Etsy shop. But aren't they beautiful? Doesn't it look real? Doesn't it look like you could just reach out and touch the textures? I saw, I bet, use this on the cover of a journal that she just made, this particular image, and it's so gorgeous. I figured I would want to, do something in my Christmas journal with that image. And this, look at all that work. I'm not really a needle crafter. I have done a few things to add to my journal. I'm going to use these, for tabs. And even just this is just cross stitch with some embroidery thread. Even just, doing this alone takes a lot of time and effort. And I've created this. I haven't used this anywhere because it's a little on the bulky side. This was a collar from a little girl's red velvet dress, maybe a Christmas dress. But anyway, I'm very excited about figuring out what to do. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with these images, but I think that they will be perfect for a Feliz Navidad Christmas journal. Look at the detail. Look at the detail. I don't know if I'm going to use that one today, those tags. I'm going to be working, I think, more, still at the point where I'm working on pockets, tucks, and things in my journal, and later I'll work on tags to fill the pockets and such. All right, so I want to work on those. I also printed out Maria from Mexico, and I want to use her. I used her in the Fiesta journal. I also want to use her in the Christmas journal. Okay, so let me get these cut out, and I will be right back, and we'll figure out something cool to make in our Christmas journal with these images. Okay, I'm back, and here's what I ended up with. I did size these to be nice and large, to pretty much fill up most of a page. And I think I will either make a page flip, maybe with a pocket on the back, or use them to make a tip-in, a large, full-size, almost page-size tip-in pocket. And I printed one. There's one, this one. I think maybe would be nice somewhere as just a side tuck. I think this is so awesome. It just looks like the stitching is right there on my page. Okay, and then Maria might be a little bit more of a challenge. Maria is going to be two-sided. She's got her front, and I want to make sure to do the back. It's so cute. So front and back. So it may be a little bit more of a challenge to figure out what to do with her to, if she's going to be, she could be a tip-in pocket, but I don't want to cover any of the back. So maybe we'll have to put our hinge on the inside or something. We'll figure that out when we get to her. But right now, I really want to work on Sylvia's pages. Sylvia, they're beautiful. I'm going to work on my favorite one first because it's my favorite, and I can. And it's this one. Look at it. All right. So what should we do with this one? Let's find a spot for it. Should we... It could go right here. Should we make it a tip-in pocket, a big tip-in pocket, or a page flip with a small pocket on the back? And then we could put a tag or something, maybe, you know, maybe even one of these, because this goes with that kit. Maybe a couple of these to use for a journaling spot during Christmas. Okay, let's make a tip-in. Let's make a page flip with this one. So it's not going to require much. It needs a backing. And we can, I didn't cut these out while I was at it. I could have done that. There is nothing worse than having to waste time cutting off the edges. I know. I sing the same old song every time I have to do this, but that's what goes through my mind. And I can't imagine not being able to print borderless. Why would you even create a application? You know, I use the HP app. Why would there be an application that does not allow for printing borderless? It's not, you know, it's not rocket science. It's that people are going to need that. Anyway. Okay, we'll use the music paper for the back, and I really like to have the bass and treble clefs on there, so I'm going to cut here, and that'll save a nice scrap over there to use on something else. My scraps are starting to build up. When I, usually I make a great effort to use up my scraps as I go. And lately, there's been so much going on with, trying to learn how to get my videos posted and all of those things that I haven't been working with my scraps. So we're going to have a scrap buster day pretty soon. And another thing that we're going to need to do, Rachel and a lot of folks work on, Gail Gustinelli, work on a What's in My Box day where they're finishing off projects that you maybe didn't quite get finished. And mine is building up. I have, several things here that are projects that haven't been completed. I need to work on those. And I don't have a box. Mine's a folder. It's called the Next folder. And it's full of stuff. The Next folder needs to be cleaned out because some of it's not even going to be used next. But you need to clean this out and do what we're going to do. Let me put these in there with our next stuff. So I can call mine What's in the Next folder? Because I don't have a box. All right, let's see. And we want to trim this off here. in here. Okay. I don't know why I don't use my trimmer for this. I am usually a trimmer person, and lately I've just been grabbing the scissors for many things. And you know what that gives? I mean, none of us are perfect at cutting a straight line, so we get a perfectly imperfect cut. Let's see how off we're going to be. Oh, that's not too bad. All right, that's going to be the backer for our page flip, and then we'll just need a hinge, and we'll need to add a pocket. And what can we glue on? Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're pretty much out of this glue stick. If I don't have one right behind me, we're going to have to use that small one until the next break, where I can go and get a refill. All right, we'll use the small ones for today, or at least until we get a break. Yeah, I want to use up the glue that I have before it starts drying out. I know that some people have a problem with that, and that's never happened to me yet, but it could. And a lot of this glue, this glue seems to work out pretty well, and I got this at a thrift store, and there was a ton of it. I still have some left. How come this one is so hard to get off? Oh no. Washable school glue. Maybe I won't use that. I don't, the Elmer's extra strength craft bond adheres well. I don't know what would happen with that school glue. So we're not using that one. But this I know works and adheres well because I have been using it for a long time. We'll Rachel our corners afterwards. All right, so how is everybody doing? I hope you're doing well and crafting away. We're moving towards the middle of the month, and hopefully, if you're doing Christmas in July, you're well on your way, making progress with your journal. If not, it's okay. December rolls around, there will be time. However, it prevents me from, when I have to work on my Christmas, during Christmas time, it prevents me from being able to get any fall stuff done. I probably won't do too much as far as Halloween goes. I'm not really big on doing Halloween. When my kids were little, they had to be something fun. They couldn't really be the Grim Reaper or a witch or, anything too scary. They had to be fun stuff. They were Indians, Native Americans, or they were clowns, or they were different things that weren't so scary. But they grew up. My kids love, well, maybe not Mandy, but Angie and Joey love horror shows. I don't like that. I don't want to see it. I've never really sat down and watched, any of those Friday the 13th or any of those scary Halloween shows, but my kids thrive on that around that time of year. They are big fans. All right. This is our page flip. It will be pretty simple. It's big. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Sylvia, thank you. Thank you for offering us to use this scan of your beautiful work. Again, if anybody is looking for this, it's Sylvia's Etsy shop is S.A. Slow Art. S.A. Slow Art. And she has quite a few kits available. Sylvia is a member of the Casa Azul group and participates a lot. I'm pretty sure she lives in Mexico. I don't know if she's from there, but she lives in Mexico, and I know that we have to I have to translate her, you know, anything that she says. I love the translation. So, you know, I don't know Spanish. I don't imagine that I will be learning enough to communicate with other folks anytime soon. But to be able just to hit that translate button is a really nice thing that is offered. I know that they offer it on Facebook and, you know, and other social media sites, and it's a great thing. Otherwise, Sylvia, I would have no idea about anything you said in the conversation that we had on Facebook this morning. Okay, now we need a hinge. Let's try and get a... We could use this since it's the exact same color as the page. There goes my nice scrap I was going to save for something special. It is now officially becoming a hinge. I'll save it because I have another one coming up here. Be able to use this for another hinge. Okay. I'm really happy with that. Let's see if we have room to add lace or anything around it. Maybe not, though. Possibly we could add lace to 3 sides. Let's get our pocket on there first, and maybe we will add some lace. So let me hold off on the hinge for a minute. Pocket, pocket, pocket. What are we going to do for a pocket? I have some vellum that I've printed. How about red? There's a Christmas journal. Okay. All right, let's do that. I'll have a vellum pocket. And we'll still be able to see the music paper. Well, not really. I need to fix this page. Obviously, it's not printing at 8.5 by 11. I need to fix it where it will print 8.5 by 11 and not leave this big white chunk, because I've used it several times as a background page in my journal, and I always have to add a pocket or something there to hide that big white space. All right. So I'm gonna want to cut here, and then we'll maybe make the pocket. I don't want it to be too tall. How about here? Okay. Let's do that. That is erasable ink, but I don't know how well it erases off of vellum. Oh, yeah, that worked. Erasable ink. All right, maybe we'll put a little piece of lace here also in the pocket to give it a little extra strength, unless we want to just add, yeah, why not? Let me add this little piece of vellum to the back. Why not? Give it a little strength at the mouth where tags are going to be taken in and out. Okay. Chuck, where are you, Chuck? Chuck was missing yesterday, and I was supposed to send a search party. Here you are. I see you hiding back there. Hello, Chuck. I miss Chuck when he's not around. Chuck smooths things out. He smooths things over. Don't be hiding, Chuck. All right. Let that go a minute. All right, let's see what kind of lace we're going to use. Should we look for white or an off-white, a cream color? I think I saw some right over here yesterday. Is it still here? Yep. And we have both. We have cream, or we have this white with little hearts. Okay, I'm voting for the green color since it matches the paper better than the white would. And is this too flat for this? It's pretty flat. Is it boring? Do we have something different? I don't want anything too wide. I guess this is a little much. Denise sent me this in a birthday happy mail. Oh, kind of goes with this though, doesn't it? What do you think? Is that too much? It's a little bit much. But more is more. Let's see how much space we have available. We put it on this blue page. And we add this. Oh, kind of excited. Now maybe I should have used blue instead of red. Or yellow. Maybe I'll save the red one, that red pocket, for the Christmas tree thing that we're going to do after. Okay, yeah. I'm going to use this on 3 sides. Not on this side, but on the other 3 sides. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm excited. And yeah, it's going to cover up the, bass and treble clefs. Do I care? Let's see what our options would be. What if we put it on the other side of this blue page? And that would leave the treble clefs there. And the lace would go here. Why, yes, I think we'll do that. Let's take this all the way out. And that's going to put this next to this girl right here. Yeah. Okay. Happy. Okay. Okay, it's fun when things kind of surprise you and work themselves out. All right, so we're keeping the treble, the bass and treble clefs. We're going to put it on this side of the page instead. It's going to be a flip. We have our hinge. Do we want to use the red pocket with this lace? Or we could use a yellow pocket or a blue pocket. I have vellum in yellow and blue also. Oh, the red's okay. Red's fine. The red is fine. Let's go ahead and get the pocket on. I think it's dry enough to clip our notch. our little divot. How else are we going to know it's a pocket? I know that the Distress ink doesn't absorb that great on vellum, but I'm going to use it anyway. Vintage photo. Yep. And art. Our art glitter glue. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if there are any gentlemen, I do want to let you know that I am interested in what's going on your desk with your art. So let me know in the comments what you're doing. Tell me how to find you. I'll come find you. I might not always have the time, but right now, as we're getting to know each other, I want to come see what's going on your channels, on your Etsy. I'm not very good at going on to Instagram regularly. I do have one. I just haven't posted on it in a couple years. So, all right, this art glitter glue is giving me a little trouble. Hold on just a minute. Okay, I think we're back in business. Yes, we are. Okay. So this is the side that the lace is not going on. And Denise, this was a good place to use this lace. Thank you again, my friend. So pretty. All right, Fabri-Tac, it is. Gotta wait for it to drip down there. I don't have too much new to report. Not a whole lot going on in my neck of the woods right now that's new since the last time we talked. We're back up to triple digits today. We had a little relief for about a week where we were more in the lower 90s, but now we're going to be... Alexa, what's a high temperature for today?
Today, expect a high of 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, 100 degrees is a lot. 100 degrees in the shade. That's not even a feels like 100 degrees. That is 100 degrees. Too hot. What's it like where you live? Where are you all watching from? I know that my friend Louise is watching from UK, England, UK. What's the temperature like there, Louise? I've heard that you all have had it pretty rough this summer also. And usually warm temperatures. South Florida, I'm from South Florida, and it has not been, you know, we're used to having it hot there. It has not been as hot there a lot of times this summer as it is here in central Louisiana. Texas has had it pretty rough. But even places, I know Rachel, we watch Rachel from from Italy, and you know, they're complaining there about the heat. Our planet just keeps getting warmer and warmer and warmer. And I don't think, you know, the carbon, I don't think the emissions that we're putting into our world are going to just go away when we, you know, stop using as much. But if we don't do something, soon, it's going to be so hot. You hear just story after story of people in places that are so much hotter than they're accustomed to. Not only people, wildlife also. Our world is suffering. You know, our oceans, climate change, it's real. It's a real thing. I don't know how many degrees warmer it is now than it was just a few years ago, but it's significant. And even if it only seems like just a little bit, it's still significant. You know, it changes the water, it changes the way, you know, in our oceans, it changes the way the algae grows, it changes a lot about many things. So I don't mean to go off on a tangent or anything, but it's a little scary how hot, you know, how things are warming up and how severe, how it's affecting our weather, how severe the weather is, and, you know, how cold it gets in the winter. We've had some cold winters here. You know, it's extreme weather. Extreme weather. Let's see, where's the fabric scissors? Okay, I love it very much. And now we do have a place to journal, and we can add some journaling cards. And it'll be a merry place to put some Christmas thoughts and memories in this December. Come December. All right. Look at it. You could put it down as a pocket. Should we make a pocket out of it instead of a flip? No? No, let's flip. Does it look funny not having the lace on that side? With it flipping up like that? I'm sorry for bouncing you. No, it's perfect. Perfectly imperfect. It is what it is. No, let's not use Fabri-Tac. Let's use Art. I know I left the top off of you there for a few minutes, Art. You're not a fan of that. We haven't had as much rain as we're used to. We did have a couple, I guess, rainy days last week. That's what cooled things off a little bit. But without the rain, the temperatures heat right back up. Okay. Doesn't that look like Sylvia just came over here and stitched right into our journal? Yes, it does. Gosh, if you haven't taken a look at Sylvia's Etsy store, I would urge you to go do that. It's fun. Okay, and this is going to give a little color poking up at the top of the journal. I like that. And there you go. Okay, I'm not going to make we're not going to be able to do them all today. Not in this video. But here's one, the first one, and then let's take a quick, it's going to be cute. Look at it, going to be right here next to the chicken with the pink popping. Yes, yes, yes. Is that too much color? Is it clashy? Or is it perfect? You tell me, because it's going to be very easy. It would be very easy to move it to a different place where it's not right next to the chicken. Matter of fact, we could take this and put it there. Oh. Oh. No. I don't like that. I don't like the way the back of the lace is what's showing from the front. instead of the front of the lace. What to do? You could double it up, or, oh no, I'm sad. Yeah, it's just not, that's just not going to work for me. So, I think I will remove this. No, it's not going to work for me to see the back of the lace from the front of the journal. No. We're going to get a new hinge. Okay. I don't know how long this video is. Let me go ahead and put it on pause, fix this. I will come back and show you what it looks like when it's fixed. And then I'll say my goodbyes for the day at that point. I'll be right back. Okay, and I am back. I wanted to show you how we fixed our issue. The problem that I had was because we moved our flip to the instead of putting it over here, we ended up putting it over here just to save these couple little bass and treble clefs. Enjoy those bass and treble clefs because they caused all the problem. Are you happy to see them? Okay, but that caused all the problem. What happened was, if you recall, let's rewind a bit, because it's been a few minutes for me. When I put it down here, because we flipped over to this side, and we put it on this side, I had the back of the lace showing in the front, and I did not like that at all. Okay, when I go back, I'm going to have to go back and rewatch the video just to see how much I disliked that. And am I happy that I had to use double the lace? No, but it did solve the problem. So now when I'm looking at it from either the front or the back, I am not going to see the uncolored part of the lace. All right, let's go ahead and get that installed. I did take the opportunity to work a little bit on the other pockets as well, and we'll go ahead and get those installed also. I just wanted to make sure that we weren't taking up too much more time on our video because it's already long enough. All right, so installation on this is simple. We're just going to put it right back where that was. And easy peasy. Ish. All right, so when we look at it from the front or the back, we're going to see that gorgeous, crazy color. So beautiful. Okay, and this is the one that I thought I would make a tuck. I have put on the little gussets. I'm just saved enough just to do the installation so you could see how I ended up doing things. I did put the lace, I put the little gussets, and let's go ahead and get this one installed. Very tiny little gussets. You don't need much. I don't want it to be too wide where things fall out, but I am in such a habit of adding gussets that I'm not really a fan of putting them on without them, putting a pocket or a tuck on without them. Okay, let's see. Isn't that pretty? Again, if you haven't taken a look at Sylvia's papers, you can find them on her Etsy shop at S.A. Slow Art. S.A. Slow Art on Etsy. Okay, I ended up putting lace here. I'm used to having a divot. And I always think to myself, how you going to know it's a pocket if there's not a divot? But because of the lace, I did not put one here. And that's going to be the same on the other two as well. Okay, so we'll let this dry a little bit and get this slipped back in. And we have a gorgeous page flip and a beautiful hand-stitched, looks like hand-stitched tuck spot that we can put Christmas goodies in come December. Okay, and let's take a look at the other two. Isn't that pretty? That golden heart. I'll show you what I did on this and we'll get it installed. I have added my hinge to the inside of the pocket instead of the outside. A lot of times you just slap it on the outside. I don't know why. I didn't want to cover up the these doggone bass and treble clefs. You know, if I would have put the hinge out here, it would have covered those up, and I did not want to do that. So they've caused me a little extra, a little extra today, but I'm okay with that. So I did put the little gussets. This is the hinge. And I did lace all the way around it as well. So again, because there's lace here, there's not going to be a divot here showing that it's a pocket. I could put a divot on this side, but I don't think I'm going to do that. All right. So first, let's get the pocket made. Just put our glue here, our glue here, and our glue across the bottom. Okay, should we put a little divot? No, I don't think so. All right, I just want to hold this down while it dries a little bit. I could put some paper clips there to hold it down. Okay, and to install it, we're just going to put our glue on this hinge. If I move it a little closer to this edge, we will have a little bit of lace overhanging the edge. which is always nice. Okay. And a Christmassy art pocket. Cute. And then the last one is the Christmas tree, yes? And it's pretty much exactly the same as the heart one. I've added the 2 little gussets to the sides. I've added the hinge. I've added the lace. Let's go ahead and get that glued down. And we'll get it installed. Glue the left and the right. Glue the bottom. See. I want to glue on my paper. Okay. Let's give that glue a chance to grab here. Cute. And our nice little envelope will be waiting for us in December to fill it with Christmassy things. Okay. Let's get it installed. The glue on our hinge. And let's lay it down. Do you want to leave the lace overhanging the edge a little bit here so it will show on the outside of the journal pages? Okay. Okay, very good. And we didn't get to touch Maria of Mexico or anything like that. We're going to put her in the to do another day pile. And there you have it. You have a tuck, 2 pockets, or 2, what do you call these pockets? You call them tipped. Oh, no, this one's a flip. So you have a tuck, a flip, and 2 tipped in pockets. Full page. They cover up pretty much the full page. So either we can do some journaling here, you can do journaling here, or we can add something totally together different on these inside pages. We can maybe install some photographs that we take over the Christmas holidays. Who knows? Okay, I'm very happy with the way this turned out. Sylvia, I want to make sure that you get to see how cute your papers turned out. And I'm going to say goodbye for now, everybody. Thank you for keeping me company here today and for showing up. It means a lot right now. If you're here, leave me a little note in comments. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what's going on your desk. And I will say goodbye for now, and I'll see you real soon.